Hi. Today I want to talk with you guys a little bit about some books that have to do with school safety and bullying. And this is a topic that has been in the news for a long time and continues to be in the news. It's something that we care about here at Southeast Hope. And so the book I really wanted to preview for you guys is called 19 Minutes. It's by an author named Jodi Picoult. She's written lots of other books that we have here in our library. But what's interesting about this book is she really takes a look at the whole issue around bullying and a school shooting and one community that's really set with this. And the two main characters are Josie and Peter, and they were actually friends when they were younger kids. Their moms got to be friends and they were friends, but as they got older they kind of drifted apart, and Josie became one of the popular crowd and Peter found himself on the outside. Peter has been bullied mercilessly pretty much his entire life. He has some problems at home, and so he ends up doing a school shooting, committing a school shooting, and the act of that shooting takes about 19 minutes is all it takes. And the rest of the book after that event follows Peter's story, Josie's story from the very beginning of when they met all the way through after the school shooting and through Peter's trial. So it's really fascinating, and the author does a great job of not just showing their story, but showing how it affects everyone around them, their parents, their siblings, even the police officers involved. So I've got a really quick clip from this that I wanted to just read to you real fast. This is right as the shooting has happened, and you can hear the kind of detail that this author uses. Chaos was a constellation of students running out of the school and trampling the injured. A boy holding a handmade sign in an upstairs window that read, "Help us." Two girls hugging each other and sobbing. Chaos was blood melting pink on the snow. It was the drip of parents that turned into a stream and then a raging river, screaming out the names of their missing children. Chaos was a TV camera in your face. Not enough ambulances, not enough officers, and no plan for how to react when the world as you knew it went to pieces. Patrick pulled halfway onto the sidewalk and grabbed his bulletproof vest from the back of the car. Already, adrenaline pulsed through him, making the edges of his vision swim and his senses more acute. He found Chief O'Rourke standing with a megaphone in the middle of the melee. "We don't know what we're dealing with yet," the chief said. "SOU's on its way." Patrick didn't give a damn about the Special Operations Unit. By the time the SWAT team got here, 100 more shots might be fired. A kid might be killed. He drew his gun. "I'm going in." As he raced up the steps to the school, he was vaguely aware of two other patrol officers bucking the chief's command and joining him in the fray. Patrick directed them each down a different hallway, and then he himself pushed through the double doors, past the students who were shoving each other in an effort to get outside. So I really think that clip is interesting. It happens right at the beginning of the book. And what's interesting about it is you really hear all about the school shooting as if you're there. And thankfully, none of us have gone through anything like that. But what's fascinating about books like this is it really lets us get into the mind of a bully, of someone being bullied, of everyone involved, and kind of take a look at this situation from all the angles, which is really important. Some other books that might interest you if this topic is fascinating to you are The Hate List. This is another story of a student that commits a school shooting and his girlfriend kind of gets caught up in it. They had a notebook of all the people that they were upset with in their school. 13 Reasons Why is the story of a girl who commits suicide due to bullying, and she leaves tapes and sort of as evidence of why she did what she did, tapes with different people's name on it. And the last book that I would think would be a great one for you guys is called Schooled. This is also a book about bullying. It's a story of a kid named Cap, and he's never really gone to school before, finds himself in public school for the first time in his life, kind of in the middle school era, and has a rough time kind of getting started. So again, these books are really good ones to kind of consider the issue of bullying and school safety and kind of how those go together. And they're good things for us to think about. They're a way for us to kind of experience these things without actually having to go through it ourselves. So those would be some great books for you to choose.